Estupinan secures the victory for AC Milan in tightly contested Milan derby. Rangers International records emphatic win over Remo Stars at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. George Russell's wins 2026 Australian Grand Prix. More of these in the news. I am Banky O. And Open Sport is proudly supported by Bet Niger. Pavis Estupinan's powerful strike and AC Milan derby honors as they edged the city rivals Inter to reduce the gap on the Serie A leaders to 7 points. Italian title race had appeared to be over, with Inter going into this game 10 points clear at the top. However, Milan have given themselves a glimmer of hope with 10 games remaining after this win. The second time they have beaten Inter this season. Estupinan got the decisive goal 10 minutes before halftime when he was picked up by a fantastic ball from Yusuf Fofana and then thumped a fine strike home. The goal came just after Inter Milan had missed a golden chance to take the lead when Henrik Mkhitaryan reached from midfield into the box but fired straight at the keeper. Leeds United are through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup for the first time in over 2 decades after they comfortably defeat Championship side Norwich City 3 goals to nothing at the Elland Road. The Premier League side never looked like being on the end of an upset, and they took the lead midway through the first half when Sean Longstaff's League volleyed home after expertly controlling Gabriel Goodmanson's cross. Goodmanson then got his first goal for the club just before halftime, pouring in after Norwich defense failed to deal with Dan James's cross. Norwich keeper Vladan Kovacevic was brought on at halftime for the injured Daniel Greenshaw, made 2 good saves but could not prevent leads, adding a third when dart forward Joy Piro caught on a superb left-footed effort with 5 minutes left. Ross Stewart scored a dramatic injury time penalty as Championship side Southampton booked their spot in the FA Cup quarter-finals for the first time in 4 years with a heavy win over Fulham at Craven Cottage. The substitute right-footed penalty pass Benjamin Lecomte shortly after the 90-minute mark to claim a hard-fought victory against their Premier League opponent, extending the unbeaten run to 10 games in all competitions. Southampton's lifeline came in the blink of an eye as referee Jared Gillett immediately pointed to the penalty spot after Finn Azaz was brought down inside the box by Joachim Anderson. Stewart, who suffered an Achilles injury at Craven Cottage in 2023 while playing for Sunderland, thumped a spot kick inside the left post to put Thunder Eckert's resurgent side into the final 8. In Scotland, Celtic beat Rangers on penalties to edge into the Scottish Cup semi-finals as an explosive Old Firm derby concluded in ugly scenes with fans from both sides swarming the pitch at Ibrox. James Tavernier and J.D. Gassama made from the sport after an absorbing, if poor quality contest, allowing Thomas Quavankara the chance to seal a place in the last 4 after a game in which Rangers dominated. When his penalty beat Jack Butland, Celtic fans spewed onto the field, followed by Rangers supporters as police and stewards tried to restore order while projectiles flew through the air. Police Scotland condemned the shameful scenes, which they say included extreme hostility and violence over a sustained period. In the Nigerian Premier Football League, Rangers International Football Club of Enugu on Sunday humiliated visiting Remo Stars of Ikene August 1 in week 29 of the ongoing Nigerian Premier Football League season at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu. Rangers came charging in the first half by putting India forced 2 goals in the 7th and 11th minute. Wingback Kenneth Bouquet scored the first at exactly 7 minutes into the game, and Chigozie Wundu found the back of the net in the 11th minute to light up the stadium. The defending champions, however, rallied round to pull one back 2 minutes into the extra time through Kingway to regain confidence before the halftime whistle. On resumption of the second half, Remo Stars came out foraging for the equalizer, but it was the home defeat. It was the home team who added another goal through Wisdom Iberim in the 62nd minute to make it 3-1. Kenneth Bouquet completed the humiliation in the 90th minute with his brace to enable the Flying Antelope to maintain a second place on the log with 47 points. The biggest upset of the day came at the Mohammed Diko Stadium, where Kuala United defeated Coast Katsina United 2-1 to secure a valuable 3 point on the road in the MPFL. At Waya, Abia Warriors defeated Shooting Stars 3 goals. Shooting Stars 2-0 thanks to a brace from Emeka Obioma, which struck in the 18th and the 55th minute. Former champions Rivers United Current champions Rivers United also secured a convincing 3-1 victory against Bender Insurance. Nasser United edged Ikorodu City 1-0, with Bright Amadi netting the decisive goal in the 83rd minute. Former champions Rivers United also secured a convincing 3-1 victory against Bender Insurance. We had Nasser United edge Ikorodu City 1-0 with Bright Amadi netting the decisive goal in the 83rd minute. Plateau United were in rampant form as they hammered Niger Tornadoes 3-0. Timothy Vincent opened the score in the 7th minute, and Sire Sunday added a second in the 30th minute, while Nenrod Silence completed the rout in stoppage time. At Akure, Sunshine Stars defeated Enyimba 2-1. Kudus Olayiola converted a penalty in the 71st minute before Lati Yusuf double delayed 5 minutes later. Chidera Michael put one back for Enyimba with a late penalty. For Khalifat FC, they defeated Bayelsa United 1-0. Kun Khalifa defeated Bayelsa United 1-0. Courtesy of Ochichuku Onoa's 45th minute strike. And in Kano, veteran forward Ahmed Moses scored the only goal in the 57th minute to give Kano Pillars a 1-0 victory over Bao FC. Plans for the proposed mini tournament involving the Super Eagles of Nigeria later this month are now uncertain, with organizers considering relocating the event to Europe or cancelling it entirely. The invitational competition was originally scheduled to take place in Amman and feature Nigeria, Jordan national football team, Iran's national football team, and Costa Rica national football team during the March FIFA international window. Nigeria was expected to face Iran in the opening match before taking on host Jordan later in the tournament. However, the tournament had been thrown into doubt following Iran's withdrawal from the competition amid the escalating tension in the Middle East. With one of the participating teams now out, organizers are exploring alternative arrangements. The March FIFA international window was expected to provide the Super Eagles with valuable preparation and the team continues to rebuild ahead of future competitive fixtures. In Turkey, the vice president of Beşiktaş, Hakan Databan, has protested the decision to let Victor Osimhen off the hook in the Istanbul derby with Galatasaray. The Black Eagles were defeated 1-0 by the title holders in the Turkish Super League encounter on Saturday night. Osimhen's 41st minute strike proved decisive as Galatasaray snatched an important victory that boosted their chances of winning a fourth consecutive league title. The Yellow and Reds finished the game with 10 men after Leroy Sani was sent off for his second bookable offense in the 62nd minute. Osimhen, who received the game's fourth booking after 6 minutes, escaped a second yellow for deliberately kicking the ball away for then a stoppage in play. Databan was surprised that Osimhen was not punished for the incident. Super Eagles striker Ako Adams ended his five-game goal drought as Sevilla were held to a 1-1 draw by Real Vallecano in the Liga contest at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Adams gave Sevilla the lead with a header in the 13th minute after a superb cross from Santos Piliqueta to set him up. Paches Pino restored piety for Real Vallecano 5 minutes after the break, and Adams was so far registered 7 goals and 3 assists, 22 league appearances for the Roger Blancos this season, couldn't add a second to give them a win. Sevilla maintains 13th position on the La Liga table. Following this stalemate, they will travel to league leaders Barcelona for their next league game. Still talking football, a masked fan unplugged the video assistant referee monitor during a German second division match on Sunday as the referee went to the pitch side screen to check a penalty award. The incident occurred at the end of the first half of Preußen Münster's 2-1 home defeat by Hertha Berlin in Bundesliga 2. VAR had intervened. The referee Felix Bikel was asked to review the incident on the pitch side monitor but found the screen blank. A masked spectator from the active fans section illegally entered the pitch and unplugged the technical equipment, according to President Munster in a statement. With Bikel unable to make the call, the decision was left to the VAR official Katrin Rafalski in Cologne, who ruled it a foul and directed Bikel to award a penalty, with Hertha Berlin getting on the score sheet. In tennis, Emma Raducanu was overpowered by a sixth-seed Amanda Anisimova at Indian Wells, losing 6-1, 6-1 in a third-round encounter lasting only 52 minutes. In an amino sign of the struggle to come, Raducanu was broken in the opening game. It quickly became apparent that the 25th seed had no answer to the Americans' determined approach, and the fourth set ran away from her with just 11.1. The second immediately took on a similar pattern, with Raducanu finding herself 3 games behind before managing to hold a serve. And in Formula One, George Russell took a comfortable victory in the Australian Grand Prix at the start of new era of Formula One after a brief early scrap with Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. Russell and Leclerc staged a close fight for the first 10 laps, with frequent lead changes before Ferrari's decision to stay out during a virtual safety car period took them out of contention for the win. The Briton led home Mercedes teammate Kimi Antonelli, while Leclerc had to be satisfied with the final podium position ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the other Ferrari. McLaren's world champion Lando Norris finished 5th, fending off a challenge in the closing lap from Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who recovered from 20th on the grid to finish 6th. In the NBA, Phoenix Suns defeated Charlotte Hornets 111 to 99 points. Sacramento Kings defeated Chicago Bulls 126 to 110 points. For Indiana Pacers, they were behind by 20 points when they faced Portland Trail Blazers. It ended 131 to 111 points. San Antonio Spurs scored high as 145 points to beat Eastern Rockets, who were unable to get to 120 points. For Orlando Magic, they were too much for Milwaukee Bucks to under 130 to 91 points. It ended. New Orleans Pelicans also won their game against Washington Wizards 138 to 118 points. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next.
Ezoyi Sinegurego, Onibonye Mbuzo Bido, Kobonye Zote Semeya Bobula, Roye Karira Fury, Bet Naija Nebutozo, Negosutu Semeya, Sitting and Dinner Mom Egurego, Tika Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, Wool Up, Bet Boom, Tinino Osika Cheluni Hegurego carry 300,000 naira, Nari Puquato, Ineguya Nijimo Mego Pianore, Ineguya Kirite, Nuguego, Obuki Makandine Ruba Fury Nasato, Bet Naija.
Right, welcome back. This is Urban Sports on 94.5, Urban Radio Party, sponsored by Bet Niger. In Italy yesterday, we had the Milan Derby, which AC Milan won by lone goal. That game ended 1-0 with AC Milan victory. We had Genoa defeated AS Roma 2-1. Fiorentina and Parma played a goalless draw. Hellas Verona defeated Bologna 2-1. Lecce won against Cremonese. Also on Sunday, that game ended 2-1. We already talked about Saturday. On Saturday, Cagliari were beaten by Como 2-1. Atalanta of Dinese played a 2-2 draw. Juventus tore apart Pisa with 4-0. Goals came in through the likes of Andrew Cambiaso in the 54th minute, Crepen Thuram in the 65th minute, Kenan Gidis in the 75th minute, and Jeremy Borger in the 93rd minute. But the game that a lot of fans wanted to watch, talked about, was the game between AC Milan and Inter Milan at the San Siro shared stadium between the two clubs. And yes, it ended in favor of AC Milan, which was their second win of the season against Inter Milan. Let's enjoy what it felt like to win for AC Milan in the stadium yesterday.
Sommer's given it straight to Pulisic, and here's Luka Modric. Milan nearly scored inside 3 minutes. Modric played the ball, but Zielinski has found Mkhitaryan. He's got two up with him. Mkhitaryan still going here. Mkhitaryan straight at Maignan, who stood tall and made the save. Tried to dig the goalkeeper when he had either corner to aim for either. Fofana, Rafael, back for Fofana, and through it goes. This is Estupinian! Who would have thought it? It's his first Milan goal, and he wasn't even slated to start. Estupinian seizing his chance. Now Barella. Estupinian's lost the ball. Barella with the cross. And here's Mkhitaryan for Di Marco! You can't believe he hasn't scored. Pulisic, Leao in support, Rabiot getting forward. Pulisic for Rafael Leao, who drags it wide. Barella, nice layoff there. De Vincenz missed it. This is Denzel Dumfries. Still Dumfries. And Maignan able to bounce. Di Marco with the ball in. Ricci away. Was there a handball? His arm is down by his side. Sucic hangs it up. There's the header from Akanji, which is wide. Milan win the derby, the match they had to win. Pervis Estupinian will be the poster boy of this derby. It ends at San Siro in the Derby della Madonnina. Milan 1, Inter 0.
Alright, instead of Inter Milan leading with 13 points, that has been cut to 7 points. They have 67 points on top of the Italian Serie A table, and AC Milan are second with 16 points. 60 points in the league. Napoli are third with 56 points, and Como are in the fourth position in the Champions League sport with 51 points, alongside AS Roma also with 51 points from 28 matches. Down the table, we have Pisa 15 points, Hellas Verona 18 points, and 19 Cremonese and 24 points in the 18th position. Alright, over the weekend we had the FA Cup games played in England, and some shocking results were recorded in the FA Cup matches, but some that we expected to happen, like Manchester City. They won their game against Newcastle United. That game ended 3-1 in favor of Manchester City. That's by Newcastle United getting the fourth goal in that game. They were beaten by Manchester City 3-1. Mamouche with a brace in that particular match, and we had Savinho also scored the fourth goal for Manchester City. It was an equalizer at the time. For Chelsea, they went through a difficult time trying to beat Wrexham. It ended 4-2. Wrexham and Chelsea ended 2-2 in regulation time, but before the end of the second half, Wrexham picked up a red card, and eventually Chelsea won that game 4 goals to 2. Garnacho scored in the 96th minute of extra time, and João Pedro scored in the 125th minute to give Chelsea a comfortable win in extra time. Earlier that day, Manfred Town were beaten by Arsenal 2 goals to 1. Madueke and Eze both on the score sheet for the Gunners, as three teams, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal, qualified for the quarterfinals of the Emirates FA Cup. Also, on Sunday, we had some shocking results, like Fulham getting dumped out by Southampton 1 goal to nothing. Port Vale beating Sunderland 1 goal to nothing also. And we had Leeds United. It was easy for them against Norwich City. The game ended 3 goals to nothing. Let's get here from the Egyptian Mamouche talk about the win against Newcastle United, and also Pep, alongside some other voices from coaches like Rossinier, like Tonda Akkad, and also John Brady. Right, this is Mamouche talking about the win against Newcastle United. They scored a brace.
Performance, we didn't start so well, we conceded early, but we showed our mentality and our passion on the pitch, and then we're very happy to go to the next round. Of course, as a number 9, the most important thing are the goals, and these easy goals are much better and much easier, but I'm very happy to help the team with the goals, and we keep going. Yeah, I saw Mateo's breakthrough. He played the pass to me, I took a touch, and then it was open, I took a shot, and very happy it went in, and very happy that we reached the next round. I don't know what the secret is, but I'm just happy to have the team again, and we look forward to the next game. Yeah, amazing. The feeling they give us on the pitch and the support they give us is incredible. We're so thankful for them, and we just want to make them happy always.
Right, for the coach of Manchester City, Pep Guardiola was happy that 4 wins in 5 matches over Newcastle United.
For the first 30 minutes, always in the stadium, always happen. But after when we joined them, we make a sequences of passes, and especially Savio and Jeremy were so decisive. We make the best I've seen, the best performance we are playing in this stadium in our time together here. So really, really good. Yeah, but I don't know, but the ball was, why don't follow the action, because the ball was, I don't know, was clear to go, but yeah, we played really, really good. Savinho at that age, in the 1-on-1 is unstoppable. And when we finish the final product, we'll be top player. Yeah, of course, it's important scoring the second in the first minutes, but the game was really good since the first 15-20 minutes after that until the end was brilliant. The defenders, the midfielders, and Nico and both Nicos, and in general, everyone happy for Momar, make a fantastic, especially his second goal. But everyone was, to beat Newcastle, you had to perform really well, especially here in the FA Cup or one game.
All right, a difficult win for Chelsea over Wrexham. They went to Wrexham's home, and they considered the first goal of that game, but Chelsea kept fighting, using some of their top quality players like Garnacho. It was quite standing in that particular game, and they were able to win in extra time 4 goals to Liam Rossinier. They scored that victory.
Best performance, really, really difficult game, which we knew it would be. I thought Wrexham were outstanding. This was a proper FA Cup tie. It's the reason why everybody loves the FA Cup. I'm just delighted that we're through in the end, and now we can focus on the game on Wednesday. Yeah, you have to give your players opportunities. You have to see your squad. You have to utilise your squad. This team have played the most games over the last 18 months in world football. It's crazy for me to just keep rolling players out at risk of injury when we want to achieve what we want to achieve. And I trust the group. Today we could have had improvements in terms of our performance. Some of the elements of our play was very good. And this is a really difficult place to come. So overall, positive night through to the next round. And now we can focus on the game on Wednesday. Our game control, certain elements of our attacking play, we didn't have the incision that we normally have, but that's normal because a lot of these players haven't had the rhythm of the games, and that's going to make them sharper and better. So you take, it's not a risk. It was an outstanding team that I put out, and I expected us to win the game. We've done that, and we're through to the next round.
after Real Madrid left it late to beat South Africa on Friday, 2-1. Barcelona, yes, it was a tough clash against Athletic Bilbao. They defeated Athletic Club 1-0, and it was Starboy Lamine Yamal who scored in the 60th minute, the only goal of the game, to give them all 3 points. They prepared, they flew straight to England because they have Champions League matches to play, and the Champions League match that they're going to play is against Newcastle United. This is Hansi Flick talking about yesterday's win, talking about Saturday's win against Athletic Bilbao.
Yes, I'm very happy because we know how important was the win, but also how difficult it is to play in Bilbao. Yes, give us confidence because we will fight together as a team, like I always said, and this is everybody give the best and try to help the team. And clean sheet here very important. So at the end, happy with the points and 4 points ahead. You see Pity is well connected with every player. Also Danny in the second half was much better. Was in the game, more in the game. And Pity knows exactly how to play these guys to bring the best version of every player. This is make him Pity make player.
All right, for Barcelona, they maintain their 4-point gap on top of the Spanish La Liga table, especially against Real Madrid. Osasuna Mallorca played a 2-2 draw on Saturday. Levante and Girona played a 1-1 draw. Atletico Madrid defeated Real Sociedad 3-2. Atletico Madrid defeated Real Sociedad 3-2 on Saturday, and on Sunday, Villarreal were victorious over Elche 2-1 at Getafe, were 2 good for Real Betis and 2-0 in favor of Getafe. For Sevilla and Rayo Vallecano, they played a 1-1 draw. Valencia defeated Deportivo Alaves 3-2. In the Bundesliga, St. Pauli and Eintracht Frankfurt played a goalless draw. Union Berlin got a red card and they were heavily beaten by Werder Bremen. And that game ended 4-1 in favor of Werder Bremen. FC Eindhoven lost at home to Offenham 4-2. Freiburg and Bayer Leverkusen played a 3-3 draw. Mainz 05 and VfB Stuttgart ended 2-2. Augsburg lost when they went to RB Leipzig 2-1. Wolfsburg were beaten at home by Hamburger SV 2-1, and Borussia Dortmund defeated FC Cologne. Very slim win. FC Cologne picked up a red card in that game, but yes, it was Borussia Dortmund that won 2-1. On top of the La Liga, on top of the Bundesliga table, we have Bayern Munich with 66 points, 11 points better than Borussia Dortmund in second with 55 points. Offenheim in third with 49 points. All right, we also had games, just like I mentioned, we also had games in France. Nantes were beaten by Angers 1-0. Auxerre and Strasbourg played a 2-2 draw. Auxerre and Strasbourg played a goalless draw to lose, lost at home to Marseille. That game ended 1-0. But the big winners from the weekend is Lens. Lens in France took advantage of PSG's defeat and they tore apart the net 3-0. Brest won against Le Havre 2-0. Lille and Lorient played a 1-1 draw. Rennes went away to Nice and were not nice at all. Defeated Nice 4-0. Lyon and Paris FC played a 1-1 draw. PSG are leading at the French league table right now with 57 points, 1 point better than Lens, who has 56 points in second. Marseille with a decent 46 points in third. 091605945, 091604945. The Champions League round of 16 starts on Tuesday. The Champions League round of 16 is around the corner. Yes, teams are getting set to free all their top superstars to play in the Champions League. 09162059545, 091620495. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation this morning. You can also text us on 09128 945 09128 945 Later today, we have the game between Espanyol and Real Oviedo. That's in the Spanish La Liga. In Italy, Lazio will take on Sassuolo by 8:45. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and location. Happy New Year to you too. Go ahead, please. Congratulations to who? Oh, Chelsea. Oh, go ahead. Continue. Mm. Hello? Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Mm. They've only won once against them. Yeah. All right. Yes. 0916005945 0916004945. Those are the numbers to call if you want to be part of the conversation. 0916005945 0916004945. Text us 09128945945. You can send us a message on WhatsApp and we take your message, right? So that WhatsApp 0916005945 0916004945. In Italy, Lazio will take on Sassuolo by 8:45, and we have an FA Cup round 5 match between West Ham United and Brentford today by 8:30. Good morning to you. Yes, your name and location.
All right, James, they're coming from Sugar.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Church is playing the Champions League tomorrow.
Chelsea are playing in the Champions League. Is it tomorrow for their tie? Chelsea will not be playing tomorrow. They are playing on Wednesday against PSG in France.
Okay, please, I want to know who is the current coach of Enugu Rangers right now?
It's still the current coach now. Ilechuku Fidelis, yes. It's Fidelis now. Yeah.
They did go yesterday, and
They were too good yesterday against Roma Stars.
I'm happy with them.
Did you watch the game?
I didn't watch it, but the commentary is what I was following.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. 0916005945 Rangers with an emphatic win yesterday against Remo Stars, former champions, because there's no way for them to out the title. In fact, they are struggling not to get relegated, and that's how bad Remo Stars are for. The Rangers scored 4 against them, and Rangers are in imperious form. They've not lost in 6 matches. Good morning to you.
Hello, thank you.
Yes, your name and location. You said? Oh, your name. Oh, welcome. Go ahead, please. Mm. Thank you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Thank you.
Yes, Jukes, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. That was a good one from Rangers.
Yeah.
I really loved what Chico is doing with that club. But I have my challenges if they're going to win this. With Rivers United having 2 outstanding games.
Yes, I
Probably
know.
one away.
It might be too little, too late.
Yes, but at least let them go for
Champions
the
League.
continent.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not impressed with Ikorodu. Ikorodu United, the same thing last year.
They drop off.
They dropped off. They finished 4th. This time around, they are doing the same thing. I want them to take the 10th spot. You need to be having all these private owned clubs. Since government clubs, after all the monies and whatever they get, they don't do anything there. Let the private owned clubs go there, even if they get trash. But we know it's no longer business as usual. Almost time, I don't know what Abdallah is going to do there. Like that. If they get relegated, I will be very sad. I will be very, very sad. Seriously. Kunle should need to do the politics of football and get them out of where they are. It's important. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. 09162059450 09162044945. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation this morning. To talk to us, so those are the numbers to call. All right, 09128945945. You can text us on that line. Of course, 09160059450 09160044945. Champions League matches tomorrow. Hostilities, serious one. Good morning to you. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? All right, 09160059445. Okay, then we have some games in Turkey for tonight. Good morning to you. Okay. All right, 09160059450 09160044945. If you want to talk to us, that's the channel to reach us this morning. All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Bank.
Good morning to you.
I am the Cairo protagonist. I'm calling from Umar.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Bank. There is something I want to confirm from you. On the weekend, I don't have the chance to watch English Premier League, and I want to know the condition of Man U, whether they win their match and they are never in English Premier League.
So there was no Premier League match this weekend. It's the Emirates FA Cup, the fifth round, and Manchester United wasn't part because they've been knocked out since, so they didn't play this time around.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, and happy birthday.
You too. Right, Manchester United are resting. You should know that they are resting currently. They are not playing any match. They're not playing in the Champions League. They're on sabbatical. Good morning to you. Yes, your name and location. All right, Sunday, go ahead, please, quickly. They defeated Wrexham 4 goals to 2 extra time win. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I have to leave right now. We'll be returning later tonight by 7:30 p.m. on 94.5 Urban Radio. Urban Radio was proudly sponsored. Urban Sport was proudly sponsored by Bet Niger. Before I leave, the amazing sport fact. Did you know that Noni Madueke's goal against Mansfield Town in the FA Cup was Arsenal's 100th goal of the season in our competition? Those goals have been scored by 19 different players, with the Gunners reaching the milestone much earlier than last season when they hit it on April 20th last season when they hit 100 goals. But this time around they've done it close to 6 weeks before that of last season, and currently Arsenal is the first team in the Premier League to hit goals. Waiting for a search for the Parliament this morning. I am Banky O. Good morning.